Hey, what's up, guys? Before I get into the video, just want to go ahead and say apologies for not getting the 243 video out last week. I know I was supposed to. You know, life came up. Had to push stuff back. I had it recorded. I just didn't actually take the time to, like, go render it, make sure everything was cool, and then, like, upload it. But, you know, things happen. I'm going to upload both of them together. So, as you can see, as you clicked on the video, you see 243 and 244 are going to be together. But, yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy Keys. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today, we're going to be reacting to Omniscient Reader Chapter 243. Now, last chapter that we left off, or actually, before I begin this, let me go ahead and say, hey, Happy New Year. All right, Happy New Year. I'm literally recording this on the 1st. I was going to record it yesterday, but I was out, with friends and family and, just having fun on New Year's Eve. And fortunately, I just didn't have the time to do it. And I would have got it done earlier today, because this is probably going to come out on Thursday, if anything, I'll be honest. That's because I'm recording this pretty late right now because I had to nurse a hangover for the rest of the day today. But, it is what it is, better late than never, right? But what happened last chapter, Doksha came in and bodied everybody. Everybody got hands, okay? The Count, all right, I forgot both what their names were. Were there counts? Whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The Duke's right and left hand man, they both got their asses mollywopped, all right? And then everybody that was supporting them got mollywopped too, because we started involving the town folks in there. And so at the end of the day, Doksha pretty much put the hoe in their blood, and then basically sent 3 of them to be messengers when he ran out of steam, ran out of energy, sent 3 of them to be messengers and basically said, hey, look, bro, look, nighttime, all right, I understand. You want to send your people out here and try to terrorize us? That's cool. But best believe when it turns to daytime, we going to get it back in blood, all right? It's smoking the air over here. So make sure you careful and how you operating when you coming over to this side of town. So because of that, everybody started chanting, "The revolution, revolution!" All right, my man became what's that jump from Dune? The El I'm about to butcher it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He basically was Paul, all right, from Dune. How they were chanting, how they were like, messiahing him. They basically looked at him like, yo, dude, like, you're the one, you're the chosen one. And he kind of is, because he is the main character, right? So Homeboy ended up getting a lot of attention because of that. And what ended up happening is, because of the attention that he got and them seeing him as like, yo, you really are the revolutionary, even though, he's not technically the revolutionary. To them, they think he is because he claimed to be, right? But we know that he's not. But because he has so much influence now as the revolutionary, that actually has met all the qualifications for him to begin the next what's it called? Fable or story that he has under his belt. And simultaneously, as a result of that, the egg that we've been keeping on us is now starting to hatch. So because of that egg hatching, we're actually going to be getting our own star channel or star stream channel. So things are getting pretty interesting, all right? Because now that we have a star stream down here, all right, that's going to be pumping people up even more. Now everyone's like, yo, we finally got influence down here. We got people who are going to be seeing us. They're going to be donating. And more than likely, this is going to help a lot of people actually be able to pass on and join the main scenario once again, because they've kind of just been stuck in this limbo. So super excited to see exactly how things pick up, because, Aileen was like, yo, like, why are you even doing this? And Doksha again dropped the, I want to see the end to a certain story. We don't know what that ending is yet, obviously. And I doubt we're ever going to find out anytime soon. But still, he's still saying, I want to see a certain ending. So it makes me wonder if the ending of the story that he read was not the one he wanted. Like, if the end of what happened at the TWSA in the first chapter when he was reading it, I wonder if he got to that ending, he's like, I want to see this ending, or if it's like, you know what? I understand why it ended like this. I think I can do an even better ending. I want to have an ending that, is my way. So I think that's what he's going for. And I kind of want to know what that ending entails. All right. Because at the end of the day, we've already established the fact that things aren't going to be the same. We don't necessarily, well, Doksha, he read the book, so we don't know what he's read. He might actually know, a great ending and how it's going to end. Maybe it all wraps up very nicely. But at the end of the day, we don't know if that's the truth. We don't know what ending he's looking for. So kind of excited to see exactly what that's going to look like. Because what is an ending to a situation like this? You know what I mean? I feel like this is like Pandora's box is open. All right. Once you go through the scenarios and everything, it's not like you just go back to regular society. Like, nah, bro. Like, unless there's like a way to just go back in time and stop it all from happening, that's a different type of ending. But if that's not the case, I don't know. Anyways, I've been rambling for a bit. Let's go ahead and hop into this chapter because I'm excited to see how things pick up. What exactly are you going for? What exactly are you going to such lengths for? I want to see the ending of a certain story. Then, does that mean you intend to reach the end of the scenario? It's similar. See? That's what I'm saying. Like, he's like, yo, I mean, kinda. Like, he might not even care about ending the scenario. Maybe there's like another place. Like, you know how we had Peaceland? If I'm correct, was Peaceland Peaceland, I think, actually was the place with the little people. I'm talking about the place that was like an interim between the Dark Castle scenario and then the previous scenario when we got out of Peaceland. Whatever that place was, that town where like everyone was cool and it was like calm, but like low key down below, obviously people were getting sacrificed. So it wasn't like it was like all gravy and all peaches and creams and shit. But like maybe it's something similar where it's like there's like a certain way we can pivot it where we might not clear out all the scenarios, but there's a certain point where like we get towards the end of the scenarios, right? Maybe there's like a couple tasks extra that we have to do, but if we complete that, it's going to completely ruin things and make things go way worse than it could be. And we just get to this point and we pivot over here, and now we're living in a more peaceful era. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's something like that. Okay, it's similar. Seeker of the End. I once heard a story like that from the constellations of my home planet. In this star stream, there are beings who seek the end of all stories. She said from the constellation of my home planet. I wonder if Aileen is not human. Because she looks human, obviously. I'm just guessing she's from Earth. But we don't know that. We don't know that. I wonder. Interesting. Because Peaceland people look like humans, but they're miniature. Maybe she's from a place that looks very similar to humans, but like there's like a special quality or skill that they have that we don't know about. I don't know. Let's see. Come to think of it, those guys did exist, though it's not time for them to make their moves yet. Hold on. I once heard a story like that from a constellation of my home planet. In this star stream, there are beings who seek the end of all stories. Okay, that's who he's referring to, not her and her people. So those guys did exist. He's talking about the seekers, the end seekers. But if this kid's a Dokubi, won't it eventually become like the ones we know? I won't let that happen. Not all Dokubis become the same streamers. He said, not my precious. Not my son. Or my daughter. I don't know. But how did you get this egg? I've never heard of the Weenie Men having something like this either. About that. It must have been hard. Childbirth is a painful process. Hey, bro, we did not go this. Sorry, bro, we did not go through the same things that you went through. All right. I'll say this because I think you're misunderstanding something, but I did not give birth to it. I understand. The hell? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. We are not the same. We are not that. All right. Let's just get that. Let's just make that clear, okay, bro? Like, that's not what happened here. Listen, your trauma is your trauma, and we respect your trauma, but that is not the trauma that I'm carrying. We listen and we don't judge. All right, let me stop. The hatching of the Dokubi egg is imminent. The star stream is watching the birth of a new streamer. Heed my words, you pitiful beings fated to live, whilst inevitably loving the story. Alright, bro, he came out talking crazy. That's what the Dokubi King said in the ways of survival. Huh. This birth wasn't something to be celebrated. Whoa, hold on. He said, yo, this is what the Dokubi King said in the ways of survival, and this isn't to be celebrated. Does that mean that, like, this, in the TWSA, this specific Dokubi becomes, like, the ruler, and it's probably on some dickhead shit, if we're being honest right now, given the way that Doksha, this panel is reacting right now, this inner monologue, that this birth wasn't something to be celebrated. I really hate the Dokubi, but seeing it like this feels a bit different. Or is it that all Dokubis say stuff like this when they first arrive because there is a King Dokubi that says this, and so every Dokubi that is born now says this. I'm gonna guess it's the first one, just because they said this birth wasn't something to be celebrated, because it said this birth. But then again, it could be saying this birth is in Dokubi's births in general. I'm reading too deeply into this. Let's keep going. Okay. As she was born into this world where stories exist. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. That is so cute. And had to live while loving them. Yes, I made you like this. So blame me. The baby Dokubi is looking at you. Aw. Wait, so let me reread what he just said. This birth wasn't something to be celebrated, and she was born into this world where stories exist and had to live while loving them. Yes, I made you like this, so blame me. Huh. That's a very interesting train of thought right there. Well, I'm gonna read it one more time. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all want me to probably keep going, but I gotta really lock this in. So he's born whilst inevitably loving the story. Hold on, let me go back up. Let me go back up. Heed my words, you pitiful beings fated to live, whilst inevitably loving the story. Fated to live, whilst inevitably loving the story. That's what the Dokubi King said in the ways of survival. I'm wondering if the Dokubi is saying this, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Dokubi is saying these words. But it also could be Doksha is thinking this. But if Doksha was thinking this, it would be white text, black background, white text, right? So I'm going to guess Dokubi is saying that. And that's why he's like, that's what the King Dokubi said. This birth wasn't something to be celebrated. As she was born into this world where stories exist and had to live while loving them. Yes, I made you like this. Maybe it's also something that like Doksha or the Dokubi, Doksha brought in the Dokubi. The Dokubi is the one who likes stories. But in order for Doksha to get what he wants, he needs to include the Dokubi within the story. So the thing that the Dokubi love so much might be bringing them terror as well. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. Y'all let me know if I'm cooking or if I'm just just talking, just chatting, yapping out here. Because I could just be yapping, all right? I'm kind of a king of yapping. I'm not going to lie when it comes to some of this stuff. All right. The baby Dokubi is looking at you. Seriously, that is so cute. I cannot lie right now. That's so cute right there. The baby Dokubi is recognizing you as a parent. Aww. The baby Dokubi's soul is resonating with you. I've been waiting for a long time. Adjust me! Whoa! Okay! Oh, that's fire. That is fire. Hold on. Yo. Nah. This birth should be celebrated for sure. This is for sure a birth that's going to be celebrated. Yo. We got a hitter. We got a real hitter out here. She just evolved, I guess. Oh, because he's resonated with the soul and then... Okay, so I've been waiting for a long time, Jussie. Wait. It's been a while, you sung. Time around me is moving slowly. Kim Doksha realized, so this is the time of a Dokubi. Wow. Yo, they say we're like the Flash out here, bro. I'm just processing everything. Y'all are slow, bro. You know what's crazy? You know what's so crazy? Because if that's how Dokubis process time, remember when Doksha was He was dogging that one, the one Dokkaebi. What if he was processing time slowly like this? Just, I don't know. Just that, like that thought alone, like getting smacked up and like slow and like in slow motion is kind of crazy. It's kind of like Foxy from One Piece. If you ever watch One Piece, it's a character named Foxy. He has a slow beam. He slows you down. You can still see everything, but like you can't move because you're slowed down. So he's just getting smacked up, and then like you'll get the effect later on. But it's like once the effect starts taking place, you just see it like slowly cave in your face and slowly. What if it's something similar like that, bro? That kind of puts that fight into, or it wasn't a fight, it puts that beat down into a whole different perspective if that's what he was going through. Then again, he was in a special container that they placed him in, so maybe that container that they placed him in made him see things full speed as well. I don't know. Alright, anyways. Can they see Yu Sung? That's my question. Can everybody else see Yu Sung, or is it just Doksha because he's with the Dokkaebi? And my question again with that is the Dokkaebi Yu Sung, or is Yu Sung like a part of the Dokkaebi, and so like in the background, like she's just like this figure, but the Dokkaebi is a separate entity, kind of like the fourth wall is like kind of like an entity that resides within Doksha, but obviously it's not Doksha himself, as far as we know. I don't know. Maybe it comes out that it's a part of Doksha. I don't know, whatever. Let's continue. Okay, Kim Doksha realized, so this is the time of a Dokkaebi. To manage and judge numerous channels at once, the Dokkaebi's cognitive speed was significantly faster than other creatures. Aww. You have attained a new unbelievable achievement. You are the first human to hatch a Dokkaebi egg. You obtained a new fable. My man's just racking up these fables, dog. The fable, father of a Dokkaebi, has been obtained. Don't apologize. I chose this. Still, I'm sorry. You really were amazing, Ajussi. Even my captain of the 41st turns pale in comparison to you. Wow, she just said, look, you better than Jung Hyuk. Way better than him, alright? Like, I can't even lie right now. And I love Jung Hyuk. This is just the beginning. I still have a lot left to do. You need my help, right? Will I be able to do well? You'll do just fine. I'll help you. The captain of the 41st turn was unsuccessful. You will experience more horrible things going forward. We'll just have to take it slow. If you read a difficult book over and over again, you'll eventually understand it, right? It's the same here. Literally. You and I can do it together. Wow. I won't be able to remember Ajussi right after I'm fully born. Don't tease me too much, even if I behave like an idiot. Hold on. I won't be able to remember Ajussi right after I'm fully born. Don't tease me too much, even if I behave like an idiot. I'll try. I have barely any good memories of the scenario. Still, if I had to continue telling a story about something, this time, I will tell you a story for you, Ajussi. Okay, let me. I won't be able to remember anything, or Ajussi, right after I'm fully born. Don't tease me too much, even if I behave like an idiot. I'll try. So, she's reborn as a Dokkaebi. It looks like since she's going to be reborn as this Dokkaebi that we have in our hands right now, she's not going to remember everything, but maybe eventually will. But in the beginning, it's going to be there's going to be some lag there, which is interesting. That's so fucking interesting. Okay, this time I will tell it for you. Okay, and so we're going to be getting a story as well. So, wow, the first channel of the 73rd Demon Realm has opened. What will you name the child? Aww. Be you. Be you. That's so cute. Oh, man. Wow. The link to your sponsor has been disconnected. Aww. Hey, why are you crying again? Doksha Hyung likes mature people, you know. Get lost. Hyung will be back soon. Didn't you see it too? He left while saying to me, live on, Lee Gil-young. Ajussi never said that, you hear? This guy. Hey, take a good look at this coin. If I flip it, If I flip this coin and it lands on heads, Dokcha Young is still alive. You did that before. And what's the point? It's not like a Jussie will return just because you land on heads. How many times has Dokcha Young died so far? 41 times. How many times did he live? 59 times. Where did we get this math? You guys do want your Jussie to be alive, right? Okay, we flips. Heads. Look, what did I say? The constellation Marine Time War God has consumed plausibility. To think you were using your plausibility here. That's hilarious. So, wait. Look, what did I just say? Oh, the Marine Time God was watching and was like, nah, land on heads. That nigga's still alive. He's still alive. Trust and believe that. I'm not letting y'all go ahead and yeah. I don't even know if he knows that he's still alive, because he's a historical grade. I don't know if he actually has the ability to see that, but still, either way, it's either A, look, here's confirmation he is still alive to them, or B, it's like, look, bro, here's how much love we all got for this dude, because I still want him to be alive. A 15-year-old middle school girl. Okay, a 15-year-old middle school girl, of all things. That asshole said that kind of shit to me, to my black flame dragon, and took his skill from him. You got people. Come on, bro. See, this is why. Come on, Aslan. You got us now. You mean looking bad out here? Crazy work. All right. Like we pretended to be a 14-year-old girl or a 15-year-old girl. That's crazy work. What are you talking about? Hiwanuni. Are you okay? Did a monster different from the one on our side appear? That's not it. It's just that there were some problems with my stigma. Before that, Hansu Youngsi, please continue what you were saying. What do you mean by that? So, what I was saying is that, I'm not sure what you're saying. Who's the middle school girl? So, to repeat myself, Kim Dokcha is... Dokcha Jussie is? No, that's not it. Wait, hold on. No, that's not it. Kim Dokcha, he's alive. What kind of conclusion is that? So exactly why? I don't know how a middle school girl and Dokshasi are related. But it might not be such an absurd story after all. It's not, but still, it wasn't Dokcha, alright? Don't put that on my name, bro. I'm not out here pretending to be a 15-year-old girl on chatbots, dog. It's not me. I'm not Vitaly, okay? Golly. Uni, did you just understand what she said? Did you learn a new skill for it? Not exactly. But I do think Dokshasi is alive as well. I can't use my stigma all of a sudden. What? Because my sponsor suddenly disappeared. The link to your sponsor is disconnected. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Because the same thing just happened to Su Young. Is that her name? Su Young? No, that Han Su Young is the Avatar chick. What's her name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Dokcha's sponsor. The one who was just crying. And the message that came along with it. Found you, Kim Dokcha. Crazy. Okay. Oh, because she's joining with Jung Hyuk to go find Dokcha in the demon realm. And they're disconnected because they're in the demon realm. Okay, that makes total sense. You have appeared in the 16th personal scenario area. The following scenario has a time limit. Be sure to return to the main scenario area within the given time. Fire. Are you sure this is the right place? Yo, she turned herself into a what's it called? What's them jokes? A little fan pop. That's cute. That's okay. Man, that's sick. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna speed read the footnotes real quick. Byung's name is Hangja, which means to be an analogy. Interesting enough, her first Hanja is quite different from the original Hanja of the analogy. The Hanja is typically used to represent a literary version of an analogy, fitting with the premise of relating to stories and whatnot. The hanja also means to be analogical by itself, as in to be bu. Okay. The hanja typically used to represent a literary version of an analogy, fitting in the premise of related to stories and whatnot. The hanja analogy by itself, as in to be bu. Okay. Little missing excerpt. Since we know that a Jussie is alive, let's try betting something. Huh? Like what? Lee Gil-young muttered in an indifferent voice, as if displeased by her intervention. Lee Jin-hee ignored him and continued. Does Doksha Jussie like you more, or does he like Yu Seung more? Why are we doing this? Obviously it's me. What are you saying? Did you forget about the secret fetish day? My affection score was much higher. Hey, that's because, alright. Y'all, why is what's it called doing this, right? That's the real question. Oh, Yu Seung, that's her name too. But why is Jin-hee doing this? Jin-hee low-key got a crush on him, don't she? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm getting at right now. I think Jin-hee low-key got a crush on my boy. Alright. Fire chapter as always. Super excited to see exactly what happens next. I mean, we got Jung Hyuk coming to the demon realm. We knew that was going to happen, but it's finally here. He's finally actually here. So this is going to be pretty sick. I'm going to be very excited to see exactly how Jung Hyuk is going to react to Doksha finding out he's alive and everything like that. I mean, obviously he's going to have like a wave of relief, happiness, joy, but he's also going to start acting like a tsundere. All right, he's going to start being a dick again. It's going to be pretty funny. It's going to be pretty comical. And I wonder how people are going to react to him, because he's actually Jung Hyuk. He's the real Jung Hyuk. Everybody been calling Doksha Jung Hyuk the whole time. So I wonder if he's going to become the champion of this scenario, and that's what Doksha was looking for in the first place, or if like it's going to cause a conflict, or I don't know. I mean, obviously Jung Hyuk's going to help him out in aiding, or he's going to aid him in this mission at the end of the day. But like, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how this is going to affect the current status of the revolution that's going on. Because now we have two people who can be considered revolutionaries, right? Because Jung Hyuk, everyone who's chanting Jung Hyuk, this is him. That's who we're chanting, right? We're really chanting for Doksha, but we're using his name. Anyways, that all being said, I want you guys to go ahead and like the video if you did. Subscribe so you can see more content like this. Comment down below your thoughts, ideas. Tell me if I was cooking earlier or not, or tell me, or cook me if I wasn't. All right, go ahead. But anyways, I'll catch you on the next reaction video. And yeah, again, Happy New Year's, guys. I hope you guys enjoy your day. And also, make sure this is a great year. Tell me your New Year's resolutions in the comments down below. Peace. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the recap for 244. I'm not really sure if you actually care to see the recap, since we literally just, you know what I mean, we literally just saw it, but it is what it is. So 243. Surprising that we actually got the, what's it called? We got Yu Seung? Is that her name? I feel like that's her name. Yu Seung. I'm terrible. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so terrible with these names. But we got Yu Seung's adult form, but now she's a Dokubi. That's pretty interesting. That I wonder if she will eventually get her memories back, because when she was becoming the Dokubi, when Doksha and her were talking, she basically said, "Hey, look, don't laugh at me when I forget all these things, or if I forget everything." I think that eventually, as she gets older, she'll start getting those memories back, but since she's like a new baby, she's not going to have the ability to remember everything from her previous life just yet. I would like her to eventually remember everything, though. So fingers crossed that does happen, but it's exciting, man. We got an actual channel that's dedicated to us, and a Dokubi specifically dedicated to us as well. And Doksha's like, look, I'm not about to let her become one of you type of Dokubis. I'm gonna make sure that, you know, she stays just how she is. So very interesting, very, very interesting. Along with that, we started getting some flashes to everybody else, seeing what they're up to. This is pretty cool because, like, we know that Doksha is alive and he's going to come back eventually. But for them, they're in this limbo state where, like, they've seen him come back before. They believe that he's going to come back, but they don't really know. They're not 100% sure, even if they want to say they are. And it's cool to get that dialogue between them when they're like, you know, basically just saying, hey, listen, how many times has he come back? He's come back plenty of times. Obviously, he's going to come back. See, look, let's flip a coin to figure out if he's going to come back. You know, it's funny. But along with that, we're actually getting, since Sungga and, what's her name? I forgot, Yu-sung? No, it's not Yu-sung. Han Soo-young, that's her name. They came into the fray. They're starting to talk, and they're like, yo, look, Doksha's alive. And she knows he's alive because of the fact that her constellation was getting support from him. And I don't know if the constellation told her where the source of the information came from, but we know that Soo-young, or Han Soo-young is a very intelligent woman, right? So she can actually go ahead and just, you know, put two and two together. Like, okay, hold on. This is the type of information that you get from somebody who like Doksha, because Doksha would have some information like this. Plus, you have always given me faulty information, so I don't rock with you. So the fact that you're giving me some good info right now, who did you get your info from? I know it's probably Doksha. He's probably talking to you right now. So that's pretty interesting. And then we saw at the end, I forgot her name as well, black-haired chick that the what's it called? Abysmal, not the Abysmal Flame Dragon, but the demon lord of whatever. We saw that the disconnection with her and her constellation, right? The demon lord judge of fire or whatever. So this actually goes to showcase that, you know, they're transferring and going into the demon realm. They're now outside of the main scenario, which is why that disconnection happened. And that's very interesting because now Jung Hyuk is now with us. He's in the fray. What's about to happen next? I don't know, but it's going to be good. That's all I know. That's what I do know. It's going to be good. So let's go ahead and hop into this next chapter, Maggie. Be sure to return to the main scenario area given the time, or within the given time. Are you sure this is the right place? She's confident. Do you have to answer through this toy? The constellation demon-like judge of fire is saying it can't be helped because there's no channels here yet. Well, we actually, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, that's fire though. I wonder what this is. Like, is this like one of the fake bodies that like Doksha has, but it's just a plushie form? How are you sending an indirect message without a channel? The constellation demon-like judge of fire is saying it's possible if the symbolic form is in contact with the incarnation. Is it okay for you to do this? The constellation demon-like judge of fire is saying it will be okay as long as a Dokubi doesn't catch it. So she's, hey, listen, everything's legal if you don't get caught, right? No, I'm talking about you, not the Dokubi. The demon realm is the domain of the demon kings, which is a forbidden area for an archangel like Uriel. Since she's bearing the risk of being in enemy territory, the exhaustion of her plausibility must be draining. Yikes. So she's basically like, look, I don't care about what Dokubis have to say about this. You are, hurting yourself in order to stay here. Are you good? The constellation demon-like judge of fire is deeply moved by the concern of the incarnation Yu Jung Hyuk. The constellation demon-like judge of fire is admitting that it's a bit painful. Yo, she really fangirling out here. It's crazy. Why are you going through such length to look for Kim Doksha? The demon-like judge of fire is asking if it isn't the same for you, right? She like, look, what you out here for then? You seem to be misunderstanding. I just don't like that someone's impersonating me. Alright, bro. This dude. It doesn't matter if it's Kim Doksha or not. The demon-like judge of fire is smirking, right? She's like, yeah, alright, nigga. The three are a lot of useful items in the... There are a lot of useful items in the demon realm. The constellation demon-like judge of fire is smirking even more. My man's really trying to justify it. Listen, I'm not here for him. But I hope I find him. Do it one more time and I'll rip your body apart. My man is such a son today. It's crazy. Therefore, we plan to control access to and out of Earl Sillock, the industrial complex, temporarily due to the disorder caused by the revolution. As such, I'd like to urge the Gillabat Inboys to stay here for the time being. Yo, he's like, yo, you a hoe! You's a hoe! That's what he looking at him like. I swear to God, that's literally what... Yo, yuck mouth. How many teeth is he missing? That's crazy, bro. Listen, go to a dentist. Get some fillings real quick, bro. Explosive Ambros, a marquise of the Dillabat industrial complex and the most prominent candidate to be the next Duke of the 73rd Demon Realm. Are you done talking? Yes, then I'll be off. Did you hear him? That's what happened. Oh, he kind of look cold. This dude look a little cold. I ain't gonna lie. With the Loki horns, the ram horns, bro. He kind of look cold. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Duke Siswitz. Alright, Duke. I see you, bro. You kind of out here, bro. I thought I really thought he was gonna look kind of lame. I ain't gonna lie. I was imagining some fat dude that looks like a warhog or something like that. He kind of clean, bro. You can't leave, unfortunately. Stay in Siswitz in the meantime and see how the situation unfolds. Don't you know that what you just said could cause diplomatic issues? You're being too sensitive. This is just a protective measure for the envoy of an allied industrial complex, all because of one mere revolutionary. 7 executioners and 2 marquises have died. It's past the point of calling it mere. Hey, he's kind of right, though. I mean, like, we definitely been putting in some work. The revolutionary scenario enters the final phase the moment all the executioners within the industrial complex are dead. Strictly speaking, Duke Siswitz should be in a crisis right now. Yeah, but my man calm and collected. But what's with his composure? He said, yo, my man planning something. He plotting out here because he's way too calm for the situation he's in. To think a revolutionary could appear at this time of all things. Maybe it's because he knows this is not the real revolutionary, because he probably knows who the real revolutionary is. That's my guess. And maybe because of that, he can go ahead and like put down the fire. He thinks he can put down the fires of the revolutionary by saying, or the revolution by being, hey, but bring down the fires of the revolution by saying, hey, I know who the real one is. He a hoe. I got him trapped in my basement. This dude's a fraud. But at the same time, does it matter if that was the case, right? Because, like, at this point, Doksha's influence is more than the revolutionaries, and it's because of his actions. And Doksha is still a problem, so regardless, he's going to have to deal with them. I don't know. You must be feeling a bit humiliated right now, Duke. Well, I think it's interesting. It's been 30 years since a revolutionary emerged in Siswitz, you see. You can't live without events like this happening from time to time. You talk just like how a constellation would. Oh, wow. Am I not supposed to? Fables don't belong to just constellations. Oh, he said, whoa. Oh, excuse me. It's best to accumulate as many fables as possible before the Demon King selection begins. He's like, yo, I'm about to come up. Oh, he said, this is perfect timing. I needed something to submit my glorious victory as the new Demon King. The more powerful the revolutionary is, the better it is for me. Hey, bro, be careful what you wish for, because you about to get a lot more than you can chew. All right, that's all I'm about to say. If you're so confident, why are you stopping me from leaving? Why do you think? Siswitz lost 2 marquises from this incident. He's like, look, bro, I got a position for you, a job, if you will. Could be my next right hand. Come on, I know you ain't really rocking with the Duke over in the other complex you at right now. I don't have plans to betray Dillabat. I didn't say anything like that, did I? I'm telling you this out of my personal concern. Let me give you a piece of advice out of my personal concern then. Do you think that Duke Dillabat can become the Demon King? Or do you think Meladon or Birkin can become the new Demon King? He's like, they don't got shit on me. What are you talking about? They are not me, bro. I'm him. I'm different. Crazy. Look at the ray. I feel like he's gonna get put down though. He's gonna get put down by Doksha by the end of this though. So it's all the same. That's a question I can't answer. No, you can answer it. Everyone knows who the strongest of the 4 dukes in the 73rd Demon Realm is. It won't be easy. There are rumors that Meladon has joined hands with Vedas. He isn't the only one who can borrow the powers of the constellations. Ooh, man's is switching over to the other side. It's crazy work. I think they mentioned that before, though, if I'm correct. By that you mean, the Dokkaebis will arrive soon. Then what will come next? Huh. Dokkaebis are coming here? Maybe because since we got the new channel, they're trying to come pick up. Unless this was something that was already, going down. But I don't know. Or he could just be saying, hey, Dokkaebi, we see that the Dokkaebis, a Dokkaebi channel was spawned here. So maybe he's thinking he can take control of that. But I don't know. So again, there are three things that could be happening right now. He already had plans to meet up with the Dokkaebis and to use their power. 2, he's trying to capitalize on the fact that Dokkaebis are going to be coming down here because Doksha just got, he just birthed the Dokkaebi, right? Or the Dokkaebi just hatched, and so they're trying to collect up on that Dokkaebi, and he's going to use that as a moment to kind of do some, what is it called? Not PR work, but he's trying to deliberate with the Dokkaebis when they come down here. Or 3, again, he sees Doksha's Dokkaebi and he's like, yo, we got some channels coming down here. I'm going to capitalize on this. But he says Dokkaebis will arrive soon. So that means that they are coming down. So I don't think it's number 3. Anyways, let's keep going. Soon countless stars will gather in that night sky. And the demon kings of the other demon realms will show up in response to the appearance of the constellations. Finally, this 73rd demon realm will become a battleground for a proper scenario. Have you finished contacting a channel? I've already spoken to the Bureau about it. Is that why you left the revolution alone? It won't be bad to have some light entertainment before the Demon King selection officially begins, especially since the constellations love slaughter. You truly are a natural-born demon. Yeah, my man is plotting. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. Looks like I'll be able to see your factory moving after such a long time. I've already ordered the preparation deployment, or the preparatory deployment. Did I say that correctly? Preparatory, deployment. So you'll see it soon. Channel whatever has been created in the Sispus Industrial Complex area. So he didn't know about it. And this is about so it was number 1. He already had talks with the Dokkaebis to come down here. But this is about to fuck his plans up, if I'm correct. Did you call the Dokkaebis already? Yo! Look at the eye twitch. Look at the veins. My man he's like, oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to step in and do something about this. My lord, my apology for the sudden intrusion, but I have an urgent report. Speak. There isn't enough persuasiveness to activate the factory. What do you mean by that? Didn't I order you to replenish the reserve preservation? Hold on. Persuasiveness? What does that mean? By that, didn't I order you to replenish the reserve persuasiveness? I don't know what that means. So I'm right now reading this on Manga Buddy. Guys, let me know if by this they mean plausibility, because that's what I'm going to assume that they're meaning. Like, because plausibility is used as like a energy, right? And this kind of sounds like it's something in the same realm, right? It's like a type of energy since he's replenished or reserving it, right? Okay. About that, it seems like the citizens who came to work have stolen the Fable fragments. It looks like someone capable of using their head became the revolutionary. Perhaps the Dokkaebis made their move first because of them. Send the supervisors and the slaves to the horizon. We'll just have to collect the Fable fragments again. Actually, I've already sent them, but I just lost contact with the supervisor who went out to collect the Fable fragments. Yeah, we putting in work. Oh yeah. Putting aside that, no sir, you're in enemy territory. Remember, like I told you, fear the day, sir. You better fear the day. Looks like the Duke has been preparing for quite a while. And we cut his head off too. Crazy work. It's my first time seeing a collection of this scale. Wow. Okay, and what's crazy is, not only did we just body your man, we're going to take what they were about to get to. Thanks for the fragments. Seems like it worked out well. Who am I? The spy! Oh, facts. Am I not the brain of Minosoft, even though I look like this? If you ever become a constellation, you should use that as your modifier. Hey, actually, that'd be hilarious. Bring the slaves over here. Those who are still sane will be repaired first. Bat. A new sub-scenario has arrived. The sub-scenario, liberate the slaves, has started. That's crazy, because we could, that's so fire. We literally can make our own scenarios and give rewards for it too. That's crazy work. Okay, thank you, Dat. Even if I can't enter the main scenario just yet, I can receive a sub-scenario whenever there's an opportunity with BU's help. Oh, that's so cold, bro. It might be a temporary measure, but as long as I stack up the sub-scenarios like this, I should be able to restore my incarnation form to a sufficient state before facing the Duke. Nice. Kim Doksha thought. There's no urgent matter. Time is still on my side. Alright, bro, but don't get too cocky with that. You mean time is of the essence. You want to make sure you're using all your time appropriately. I need to prepare thoroughly to safely pass the Demon Realm scenario. The constellation has entered the channel. Oh, a new constellation already. A certain constellation who hasn't revealed their modifier is looking at the incarnations. Did you just hear the message just now? What message? A constellation? I heard an indirect message. Like, they all freaking out. They're like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. Is it someone with quite a lot of coins? To think they'd spread indirect messages to the moment they enter. Oh, facts. Bat. BU is probably receiving a lot of coins right now. Kim Doksha thought. I hope there's someone decent. The initial subscribers' inclinations determine the channel's nature. Whether the main focus of the channel is to find incarnations or to find fun. Even with the difficulty and the excitability of the sub-scenario. All the details that the Dokkaebi can determine are made in response to the desires of the new subscribers. Got you. So your subscribers, like on YouTube or like anything, can really, well, not really. I was gonna say the subscribers here will dictate the type of channel that it is. And I was gonna say that's kind of like YouTube, which in a way it kind of is, because like, you know, depending on like who your audience is, they're going to rock with certain content and not going to rock with other content. And that's why a lot of times if you pivot to something else, you know, it's kind of hard for some YouTubers to do stuff like that. But at the same time, I think this is a lot like that's on crack, right? Because with YouTube, you can kind of pivot and do whatever you want. You mean, and maybe some subscribers will fall off, but at the end of the day, you mean you'll still have a core audience group, and then you still have a core audience group, but then other subscribers will come in and they'll like, you may effectively become your new base because they might like the new stuff that you're doing. But it seems with this, it's more of the sense that like, how do I say this? Basically, what if your subscriber says they want this, you're supposed to give them that. You have to, it seems. So I wonder if that like is like a set in stone thing, because it says it's made in response to the desires of the subscribers. Shin Yusung of the 41st turn already suffered countless wounds from the schemes of Dokkaebis. In order for her to continue with the scenario, BU must constantly face the desires of the constellations. Bat. Oh, and that's another reason why it's a little bit cruel. That's sad. A certain constellation who hasn't revealed their modifier is revealing their modifier. The constellation New View Rich Snake Miser is disapproving of the incarnations here. Oh, wow. He's like, yo, y'all some trash. Novio Rich Snake Miser, huh? That's not a good start. Okay, so he's not a good. We don't want you here anyway, buddy. The constellation New View, I'm just gonna call him Snake Miser, is bored with the development of the scenario. The constellation Snake Miser is dissatisfied with the inexperienced progression of the Dokkaebi. Snake Miser. The constellation whose hobby is entertaining channels subscribed to by weaker, less wealthy constellations and ruining their scenarios. Okay, yeah, bro, you can leave this channel. We don't want you here, buddy. Rich Miser, or Rich Snake Miser, is yearning for stimulation. The constellation Rich Miser doesn't want the removal slaves to survive. Okay. The constellation Snake Miser is saying that those who cooperated with the enemy should be killed. Wow. Nigga, we're slaves. Like, what? They're fucking slaves. What do you mean? Cooperating with the enemy. You should have. Alright, whatever. Unless he's saying because you're slaves in the first place and you're following the directions. But even then, it's like, bro, like, I was enslaved. Like, it was either this or get killed. I shouldn't do that. Let me not do stuff like that. But that's how I feel going towards Snake Miser. Like, come on, dog. What are we talking about? Yeah, bro, get off this channel. We don't want you here. Constellation Snake Miser is declaring that they will donate coins to citizens who kill a removal slave. Yo! Doksha, get control of this nigga. Cause nah. Oh, that's the end of the chapter too? Oh. That's a crazy place to end it, bro. I'm gonna need the next chapter right ASAP No Rocky, cause that's wild. My man said, look, I'm paying top dollar if you kill some of these dudes. Alright, kill the traitors. Crazy work. Absolute crazy work. Alright, man. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this reaction right here. If you guys did enjoy it, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe so you can see more content like this. Definitely comment down below your thoughts and opinions about the chapter, and I'll catch you on the next reaction, alright? Peace.